reaction video, and today I got a good Larry Bird video for y'all. Today we got the once in a lifetime shot that only Larry Bird can brag about. Now let's get straight into the video. I seen the thumbnail had Jordan on it, I believe, so I know Jordan never beat him, so let's get straight into the video, y'all. We ain't gonna waste no time. Let's get straight into it. Let's get it. Let's go.
With 14 seconds left in the game and the score all tied up, Larry Bird, in the most dramatic fashion, hits one of the greatest game winners of his career.
During the timeout, I'm going through a play, and about that time, Larry steps in and says, Coach, why don't you just give me the ball and tell everybody to get out of the way? It's Larry. And when he wants the ball, he wants the ball. After the timeout, we walked back on the court, and then Xavier was guarding him. So he tells Xavier, he says, I'm getting the ball.
So the game is tied. At 1:02, Celtics have the ball, and with Larry, the shot clock is off.
Was under 10 seconds, and we came back out of the timeout. Larry said, "I'm gonna get it right here, X, and I'm gonna shoot it in your blinking face." And I was like, "Well, I'll be right here waiting on you too."
10 seconds. 5, and Bird has the basketball. Look out. 2 seconds on the clock, and timeout used by the Sonics.
He hit it and looked at me. He was like, "Damn, I didn't mean to leave nothing on the clock." And I just looked at him and said, "Oh, conceited bastard."
I get a charge when I tell someone on the opposing team that I'm going to hit the last second shot and then do it. That's what it's all about.
This step back jump shot, a move that Larry Bird invented, coming from a 6'10" sharpshooter, was damn near impossible to defend. And to pull it out with the game on the line while telling his opponent exactly what he's going to do and where he's going to do it from, puts this game-winning shot at number 10 on this list of Larry Bird's greatest game winners.
Larry Bird, just phenomenal the way that he will contribute.
Yo, you want to know what's crazy? That some people do forget that I remember about Larry Bird, that like if Larry Bird wasn't like injured a lot, like he was going to be like the next Jordan. Like he was going to be Larry Bird and not Michael Jordan. Like, to keep it real with people, like Larry Bird was actually going to be like, it wouldn't have been no Michael Jordan. It would have been Larry Bird if Larry Bird wasn't getting injured. Like, so you gotta do your history on this. You gotta do your history, man. That's what I be doing. That's why I like doing videos on him. But yeah, he was definitely a beast, man. Especially for his position and the size and everything. He was a beast.
In the clutch time, time after time after time after time.
But number 9 on this list was a personal vendetta that went all the way back to when Larry Bird was a freshman in college. This is Kent Benson. When he was a senior and Larry Bird was a freshman at Indiana University, he bullied Larry Bird so badly that Larry dropped out and transferred to a different school. In fact, Larry Bird hated him so much that every time Larry's Celtics went up against Kent Benson's team in the NBA, Larry tried to embarrass him. Like in 1985 when the Celtics played the Pistons at the Hartford Center.
I don't know if you remember this game, Larry, but we playing in Hartford, and we walk out on the court, and Benson is guarding Larry, right? And Larry looks at me and he was calling me cheesy. He goes, "Cheesy, like you putting him on me?" He said, you putting him on me? I was like, that's all I got, man. That's all I got right now.
Loop it to Parrish. Bird comes around the screen. Larry, good up fake. Another good one. He hits.
Larry Bird toyed with Kent Benson and gave him shot.
Larry, a little behind the back pull-up. 2 more.
After shot.
Bird just kind of playing with Benson over there. Gave him about 5 fakes and hits.
After shot.
Bird wants the ball on Benson. Hits again.
And with 4 seconds left, the Celtics down by 1. Everyone knew that the ball was going to Larry Bird.
I'm sure the Celtics will try and get the ball into Larry's hands somehow, some way.
But this time, as Larry Bird finds himself in a situation that he's been in many times before, the only thing standing between Larry Bird and victory is Kent Benson. And then this happens.
Bird had a little smile on his face as he came out, too. All right, here's Dennis. Gets it into Bird. Larry, a runner.
A game-winning shot on your college bully after destroying him all game long. Sounds like poetic justice to me.
And he goes, I'm taking it right down to the baseline. I'm going to shoot it right over him. So after the game, our buses were lined up next to each other, right? And Larry goes, "Hey man, don't ever put that guy on me." Like, right?
Number 8 on this list is so incredible, it proves that Larry Bird was way ahead of his time.
All right, inbounds to Bird. He takes it inside for a 2 and gets it with 11 seconds to go. Celtics foul Sam Perkins, and they're down by 1. He's got the ball, yeah. One more free throw for Sam Perkins. He gets that one, so it's a 2-point Dallas lead.
Because when you're down by 2 points on a fast break, with only a few seconds left on the clock, common basketball knowledge back then was to go to the basket, try to get a layup, and go to the free throw line. But Larry Bird, being the sharpshooter that he is, said, "Watch this."
And the Celtics bring it up court to Larry Bird. From 3. Yes! Larry Bird! A 3-point shot with 4 seconds to go! And the Celtics lead by 1! Oh, mercy! Incredible! Let's take a look at that one more time. Wow, what a shot by Bird!
Sorry, Steph Curry. Sorry, JJ Redick. But Larry Bird is the father of the pull-up 3 in transition. And his game-winning pull-up 3-pointer when down by 2 proves that he was way ahead of his time and makes number 8 on this list.
Imagine the arrogance, the wonderful arrogance of a man who needs 2 to tie or 3 to...
Yeah, that is true. He's the first to do it. I mean, you got to give credit when credit is due. Like, he was the first. He was out before everybody. He was all before Steph Curry. So that's why I say Larry Bird is a beast, man. Like, and I like shooters too. Like, that's why I like Steph Curry, Larry Bird, and like Kevin Durant. Like, I like people that can shoot. Like, I actually honestly do. Like, that's another reason why I like him. Like yeah, like he could shoot. You know? Like, he's nice.
Win and says, "Let's roll the dice."
But number 7 was even better because he did the exact same thing in Phoenix when down by 2 with only 1 second on the clock. Except this time, he did it off of 1 foot and told the other team exactly what he was going to do.
We're playing Phoenix, and we're way ahead, okay? When we're down in the old Saddle Dome that they had outside.
Right.
And Larry, we're playing good as a team. Larry has the worst fourth quarter known to man. I mean, he's throwing the ball to the other team. I'm like, good Lord, we had like a 15-point lead. Next thing you know, we're down 2. And I'm like, how in the world are we going to lose this game, man?
So we have a play, out-of-bounds play. Larry says, "I'm going to bust off the play, and I'm just going to come out, and I'm going to shoot a 3." And I'm like, "No, don't do that." I'm like, let's shoot a 2, please. Go to the hole, try to get fouled. Let's just get into overtime, see if we can't win this game.
So, Larry not only tells me that, he walked by the bench and says, typical Bird, he's just real slow, fixing to bust a 3 on your guys and go home. And so he breaks the play.
Max looking, loops it to Bird, a runner. It's good! It's good! And the Celtics win it! Bird hits and the Celtics win it! 103 to 101, a three-pointer by Larry Bird at the buzzer.
And he gets the ball, jumps out, busts the play, comes out, gets the ball at the slot, shoots the ball. As the ball's in the air, he kind of turns towards the Phoenix bench and yells, "Told you so!" He takes off running to the locker room. And I just started laughing. I was like, oh, man.
That was Birdie. He had the confidence, man. That dude had so much confidence. He talked to the coaches. He talked to everybody. He was talking trash all the time, man. But fun. Great competitor, man.
And number 6 on this list happened during the greatest series of all time. It was the 1981 Eastern Conference Finals versus Dr. J and the Philadelphia 76ers. And these teams absolutely hated each other.
There's Dr. J trying to hold Bird. Bird retaliates, and
And look at
Jay hitting Bird as he's being held from behind by Barkley and Moses Malone.
There's no greater time in basketball that I've ever had other than going out and beating the 76ers.
And after Larry Bird and the Celtics went down 3-1, Larry Bird hit a series of clutch buckets in Game 5 to push the series to Game 6.
Pointed out Caldwell Jones in there. Going to the hoop, Bird. He could not be denied. Larry Bird. Intercepted. It's over. The Boston Celtics, who were down by 6 points with 1:28 to go. But Bird came back in the final crucial moments and did it when he had to do it.
And then in Game 6, after the Celtics were losing by as much as 17 points, Larry Bird carried the Celtics to a comeback victory to force a Game 7.
Bird out to Tiny with 8 seconds on the shot clock. Bobby Jones is on him on a defensive switch. Hollins on Bird. Larry Bird shot. Drops for him. Look at that shot. And that'll do it. The game is over. Boston has won. Only three teams have come back from a 3-1 deficit to force a seventh and win a seventh game.
And in the final moments of Game 7, with the score tied up, Larry Bird does what Larry Bird did over and over and over again in the clutch.
Irving, setting up for something, fakes, low into Dawkins, double team. Dawkins goes in, misses. Here comes Bird out of the pack.
Bird's coming to the left. The stop and pop off the glass. It's gone. Austin leads 91-89. 1 second left. And the pass hits the top of the backboard. And it's over. They came from 3 or 1 down. And they have won the series. It's all over. It's all over. This place is a madhouse.
This game-winning jump shot helped Larry Bird versus a team with 3 Hall of Famers on their roster pull off the greatest 3-1 comeback of all time, making this number 6 on this list. And now for the top 5. And number 5 on this list could have easily been number 1 for the sheer level of difficulty of the shot.
The greatest buzzer beater of them all was against Portland on a Sunday afternoon in Boston.
Doing a good job of staying with Dennis Johnson on the way up. Bird. Got it!
Larry Bird.
My man, I gotta run that back, y'all. That was just sweet and crispy. That was just so crispy.
On a Sunday afternoon in Boston.
Doing a good job of staying with Dennis Johnson on the way up. Bird. Got it!
Larry Bird was torching the Portland Trail Blazers and ended up with 48 points.
Boston with 14 seconds on the clock. Top of the key, Larry. Spins, drives. Got it!
But the last 2 were the most incredible, because down by 1 with only 2 seconds left on the clock, Larry Bird did this.
Jay is going to put the ball in a play. He's not being guarded. It goes to Bird. Bird up fakes. Bird takes the shot. It's gone! It's gone! Oh my goodness! I can't believe it! It is gone from the corner! Oh my! What a magnificent finish to this ball game! Bird! Bird from the corner! Bird did it!
At this point, Larry Bird was known as Mr. Clutch because he hit so many of these clutch shots again and again and again. But number 4 on this list came from the 1986 season, which was Larry Bird's best season. Because he was so much better than the competition, he got bored one night and decided to play a game left-handed.
Larry was well known for predicting what he was going to do on the road trips. They asked Larry, well, so Larry, you come to the end of the road trip. Well, what do you got in store? You've achieved all your milestones. He said, I'm going to play this game left-handed. And they said, yeah, right. So no, I'm going to play left-handed. And if the game's in doubt in the fourth quarter, I'll switch back to right-handed. But he played the entire game left-handed. And he had a triple-double.
Yeah, he shot that with the left hand, floating underhander, and made it look simple. Down at the corner. Larry Bird with that left hand again, and that's what makes him so tough. The fact that he has the ability to use both hands in close to the basket, something all young basketball players should strive to do. Perfect both hands in close.
And at the end of 3 quarters, Larry Bird had 27 points, nearly all of them left-handed. He was literally toying with the entire league.
I had a good left hand around the basket, and they always, if you watch, if I remember the game correctly, they would force me left to help, and they wasn't getting there quick enough. So I had shots around 5-6 foot with my left hand. I felt more comfortable with my left hand there than I did my right. Then once I got started making a few, I just kept going.
Larry Bird from Johnson, excellent pass, and another 2 points with the left hand to Larry Bird if you're counting. He's got 31. Still 4:10 remaining here in the third quarter.
But what was crazy was fourth quarter close game, and all of a sudden he breaks out the most insanely batshit nuts left-handed shots in the world. Throwing left-handed floaters off the glass in transition from like 12 feet. And then the very next play just throws in a sweeping lefty hook from like 10 feet. And then 2 possessions later has a sweeping lefty and 1 hook. And it's like, okay. Like, you never see any offhand shot.
Yo, I totally forgot. Like, yo, this left hand, oh my gosh, bro. Like, he is a beast. Like, he just does everything, man. Like, and just people just count him out. Like, it's just crazy to me.
Shots like that. And he did 3 in a row while they were holding off a charge. So Larry was a cold-blooded man. And you didn't need me to tell you that.
But as the game came down to the wire, he went back to his left hand and tried to put the Portland Trailblazers out of their misery. But down by 2 with 17 seconds left, Larry Bird puts the team on his back.
Drexler. Kersey had it, but Bird comes down with the big rebound. Larry Bird. We're tied with 6 seconds left. Timeout. Portland. Bird with 43 points.
This game-tying shot sent the game into overtime, and in overtime with the Celtics down by 1 with 17 seconds on the clock, and Larry Bird's historical performance on the line, Larry Bird does what he's been known to do over and over and over again in the clutch.
Game clock, top of your screen. Larry Bird with 3 seconds left, timeout for Portland. 47 points for Larry Bird. The Boston Celtics, as they usually do, have prevailed here in overtime from Portland. Our player of the game, our Light Beer and Turner Broadcasting most valuable player, is Larry Bird with 47 points on 62% shooting, 14 rebounds, 11 assists. He had 1 steal and 1 block. Another triple-double for Larry Bird, his second consecutive one.
Some night it goes in, some night it don't. That night it happened to work out. But if I remember correctly, we won that game in overtime by like 1 point. So, you know, I probably shot with my right hand the whole game.
And number 3 on this list was the greatest test of Larry Bird's toughness, because it happened during the most physical game of the greatest rivalry in NBA history on the biggest stage in basketball. Game 4 of the 1984 NBA Finals versus the Lakers was a movie.
Now Kareem with McHale guarding, feeds Cooper.
The Celtics just have not been able to pick up that cut.
Larry Bird backed up Michael Cooper into the photographer's lane as he got the inbounds pass. Here's
Oh no, I think he might have could have sold that a little bit though. Let me go. I don't know. I know, but I like the the physicalness. You gotta be tough. You gotta show people like, listen, I ain't no punk. They both fighting each other. Listen, I ain't no punk. I get it. Yeah, you trying to win. Like
versus
I
the
don't
Lakers
know. He might have flopped that.
Was a movie.
Now Kareem with McHale guarding, feeds Cooper.
The Celtics just have not been able to pick up that cut.
Nah, I think he definitely might have flopped that one though. Now that I go back and really look at it, he kind of sold that a little bit. I don't know, but yeah, let's get back to it, yo.
Larry Bird backed up Michael Cooper into the photographer's lane as he got the inbounds pass. Here's Kareem, outlet to Worthy. Rambis. And now let's watch it. Cooper and the Celtics, and now the bench is empty. He was decked by 2 Celtics and hit the floor hard, and both benches have emptied. And you knew this was going to happen. You could see it coming.
When you can't catch something, you got to knock it down, to slow it down. And that's what they did. And just all hell broke loose.
Kareem, double. Bird fights. Kareem swings the elbow and now is yelling at Larry Bird. Jaw to jaw. And they better pull him apart.
Bird and Kareem fighting for the rebound. And Kareem hit him with an elbow, and he's upset. Now Bird over there saying, why did you hit me? And Kareem saying, listen, pal, get off my back.
Larry Bird was hit in that jaw, and I guess Kareem drew a little blood.
If you put this tape right now and make some of these guys watch the NBA, who are in the NBA right now, watch this, and they go, oh my God, this was grown-ass man basketball.
And with the score tied up with 34 seconds to go.
Exactly, and that's what I be saying. Like, and I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I know this is kind of a little off topic, but the NFL now, like, it's like so much stuff now. It's like seem like they're just so soft, bro. Like these. I understand the taunting and stuff, but it's like so soft. Everything's just being so soft now. Like how are these other kids and stuff coming in there? Just like how are you gonna build to be so like strong and tough? Like it's like these certain calls now. You can't really do nothing. Like. And then there's like NFL is so like I don't like like there's a lot of stuff is just crazy to me. Like I get it, safety and things like that, but it's like I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that different from when I was growing up, seeing stuff like football and certain things back in the day. Like, but I don't know. But yeah, let's get it.
Going overtime, Larry Bird gives us one of the signature moments of his entire career.
Dennis, he told me this one story. We were playing, I guess it was in 84, 85, one of the series, but Casey Jones was drawing up a play. And Larry was kind of like watching. And then finally Larry said, hey, coach, give me the fucking ball till everybody get out the way. I love that story because that's dominance there. That's some shit only great ones say.
We're in overtime, tied at 123.
Casey drawn up the play for coming out of the huddle. And Larry turned and said, you guys want to win the game? Just give me the ball and get out of the way.
But here's Henderson with it. 18 on the shot clock. I think the Celtics will use most of the clock here. Nearly a steal by Worthy. Dennis Johnson with Cooper all over him. He can't do a thing. Bird turnaround, hits. And the Boston Celtics have evened this NBA World Championship Series at 2 games apiece.
The Celtics won that series, which was Larry Bird's second championship in 5 years. But winning against his arch nemesis Magic Johnson and the Lakers made the taste of victory that much more sweet.
One game we played the Lakers in the Forum and was fortunate enough to win at the end. There's a lot of fans around, and when we won games on the road, we tend to stay a little bit longer and celebrate. I was very quiet and very humble that day, and I was looking out the window, and I happened to see Irvin walking across the parking lot to his car. And I just watched him. I could see the pain on his face, the look in his eyes that he was a beaten man that day. So if my thoughts in my head, my other teammates were talking, doing their own thing, I was just watching him, I said, suffer, baby, suffer.
And number 2 on this list showed that his sharpshooting was not luck. It was all skill.
That's crazy right there, though. That's crazy.
I remember we were playing Washington in Washington one night, and Larry just hit what would have been the game-winning shot, but KC called timeout.
And now quickly it goes underneath. The center for King is stolen. Darren Day got in there, and DJ picked it off. On the right now it goes to Bird. Bird fires, hit, and Jess Kersey says no. As he said, a timeout was called. Bird is down on his hands and knees. He jumped in a three-pointer, and it won't count.
In the very next possession, down by 3 with 7 seconds on the clock, Larry Bird did this to send the game done. Because after Larry Bird had returned from a season-ending back injury and foot surgery, he played Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen at the beginning of their Chicago Bulls dynasty in a regular season game. The teams went back and forth.
Bagley against Paxson, 10 on the shot clock. Jordan on Bird. Quick feed into Jim Paxson for the layup. Larry Bird has KO'd the read. Jordan the steal. Scottie Pippen ahead to Jordan. Michael for the dunk. Bird against Pippen. Bird working on Pippen one-on-one. Hits the fadeaway.
And with 10 seconds to go, it was a tie game. The Celtics had the ball, and the Bulls put their 2 best defenders, Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen, both on Larry Bird because everyone knows who the ball is going to. And then this happens.
Let's see if they wind it all the way down. Inside of 10 seconds. Bird low. You can't double yet. Now you can quickly. Bird's jumper, good. 3.6 seconds left. Larry Bird gives the Boston Celtics a 2-point lead.
Everybody in this building had to know it was going on. Michael came over to help out. Celtics lead with 3.6 seconds here, 102 to 100.
A game-winning shot while being double-teamed by both Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen, 2 of the best defenders of all time. Now that's incredible. Pat Riley said it best. If I had to choose a player to take a shot to save a game, I'd choose Michael Jordan. But if I had to choose a player to take a shot to save my life, I'd take Larry Bird. Enough said. With 14 seconds left.
Just like you said, enough said. Hey, man, that was it right there. Like you said, hold on, let me skip. Hold on, let me go back. Like you heard, that's real right there. He speak volumes, bro. That tell you a lot about Larry Bird, and some of y'all should understand why I be doing a lot of stuff on him. Cause Larry Bird was a beast, yo. He was a beast. Don't sleep on him. I know a lot of y'all talk, but don't sleep on him, bro. Do not sleep on him, y'all. I'm telling you. Do some history like I'm doing. Trust me.
Jordan. But if I had to choose a player to take a shot to save my life, I'd take Larry Bird.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. And then on top of that, Jordan was not like a 3-pointer anyway. So it's like, yeah, Jordan was not. So definitely Larry Bird. Like, you know, if it come down to it, definitely Larry Bird. Like, for real. Like, but I'm telling y'all, man, like, Larry Bird is a beast, y'all. Like, I'm telling you. But yeah, I'm out of this joint. I love y'all so much. I'm gonna work on some more videos. About to get up out of here. Subscribe if you're new. Hit that like button. Turn on that bell. Appreciate y'all so much, man. And yeah, we're gonna keep it rocking. Gonna keep it rolling. We back with these videos. And I know somebody sent me a video I'm gonna get to. So definitely, I got you, bro. I'm definitely gonna make sure I do that. But yeah, we out of this joint. Love y'all so much, man. It's been so much going on. I know it's been, like I said before, but I talked in my last video about, like, you know, just a lot of stuff. But like I said, a lot of changes, a lot of things is going. So we on it. Let's get it. I'm out. I love y'all so much. Peace.